Hey, I'm Carrie, and welcome to A Day in My Life. The edit on this one's going to look a little different than others I've done in the past because my life feels different. I'm still a freelance copywriter, I'm still working on Fiverr, I'm still doing all of that the same, but a bunch of things in my schedule and personal life have changed. It seems like an understatement to say that my son has changed everything about our lives, but this also applies to my work and kind of how we've been trying to balance our family dynamic. A big component to my work-life balance has been kind of reconnecting with nature in a weird way. I let so many of my plants die, and that used to be a hobby for me, getting them back at the new house, getting a little bit more hands-on with projects and cleaning, and just taking care of the space that I love to be in. It's kind of been really rewarding. Our plan for a stay-at-home dad kind of flew out the window when my husband got a pretty sweet teaching job offer, and so I'm back to being housewife. But that's secondary to my work, or at least alongside. I started my day this morning with 2 revisions, which honestly is annoying, but they're pretty small changes and they were just very, very subtle style requests that my clients asked for edits on. The hardest thing about working from home with a baby, I've discovered, is just finding things to do that I don't mind being interrupted with. And one of those things has been video editing. It's nice because I literally don't care if I get distracted. It doesn't take that much creative energy, or at least not as much focus as actual pure writing does. And this way I can just pop in and out when my baby needs me and go back to work. The act of typing with 2 hands is not very baby friendly. Honestly, on the surface, you might think that my husband going back to work makes everything harder, and it kind of does, but on the flip side, it kind of doesn't. I feel like I kind of lost myself a little bit in the first couple months of my son's life because I didn't have a schedule. I didn't have a clear balance or purpose. I didn't have things to check off of a to-do list that I felt really rewarded by. And now that we're settling into this flow of waking up together, my husband leaves to go to work, I spend time with the baby and just cherish that time and try to get over my brain saying I need to do all these projects and I need to take care of everything and I need to do everything. But first, let's take a second to talk about today's video sponsor, Penji. Want to get unlimited access to the world's most dependable design team? With Penji, you can create a project today and see designs tomorrow. They hire the top 2% of talented designers around the world, and this design service is already trusted by more than 25,000 brands and agencies. Plus, there are more than 120 different design categories to choose from. Sign up with my link in the description to get stress-free, unlimited designs at a fixed rate. Thanks again to Penji for sponsoring this video. Where was I again? Oh yeah, trying to not to just do everything all day long, every opportunity I get to check things off my to-do list, because that's just not how this works. That's not how this works, okay? I'm trying to be much more mindful about putting on 2 hats. I have my mother hat, and then I have my worker hat. And I'm not gonna try to put on my worker hat when I also need to be a mom. So during this project, I was able to truly focus while my husband was on baby duty. I was able to just get in there, get creative, think, type. It flowed so quickly, and it was really, really rewarding. And that kind of work, the way I used to work, of doing 2 to 4 hours of actual focused, creative, fulfilling work, it's so nice to get back to that. One other thing that has kind of changed in the way my business is structured has been so exciting and so rewarding, and that is working on retainer. And this day I didn't get a video of it because I was on the phone, but I successfully landed and got another client signed on retainer with a monthly long-term contract. And these kinds of relationships that I'm building really add up, and it makes it just nice. I don't know. There's something so nice about it, and it's hard to describe. But when I know what's coming up and I know who I'm working with and I'm excited about the projects just as much as they are, it just makes you feel like you're going somewhere. It makes you feel like your voice matters for a brand long term. And it's not just a one-off thing that you put out into the universe and just hope someone does something with, but you know it's for a reason. And I feel like that has changed my perspective recently, and doing something for a reason really matters. So that was my day, and I'll leave you with this.